Imagine living 30,000 years ago during the peak of the Ice Age. The world is completely frozen, temperatures are deadly, and a single mistake means certain death. Huge furry predators rule the land, built perfectly by nature to handle the brutal icy winds. But humans have a major weakness. We are born completely naked, with absolutely no thick fur to protect our skin. You might think our greatest invention during this terrifying time was a giant stone spear or a sharp hunting axe, but the tool that actually saved humanity from extinction was much smaller. It was a simple piece of bird bone, just 2 inches long, with a small hole drilled through the top. The sewing needle. Without it, the human story would have ended thousands of years ago. To understand why, we have to look at how humans used to dress. Before the needle, early humans simply took animal skins, cut them with sharp rocks, and draped them over their shoulders like heavy blankets. This worked fine in warm areas, but during the Ice Age, it was a disaster. Loose animal skins have massive gaps everywhere. Every time a human walked, ran, or breathed, warm body heat escaped through these gaps, and freezing air rushed inside. If your feet got wet or the wind hit your chest, you would develop frostbite or hypothermia within hours. Because of this, humans were completely trapped. They could not leave their caves for long periods, making it impossible to hunt for food during winter. Then, everything changed. Someone realized that instead of just wrapping themselves in animal skins, they could connect them permanently. They carved a tiny, sharp tool out of bone, ivory, or deer antlers and drilled a microscopic hole into the end. They took animal sinew, plant fibers, or dried hair, threaded it through the eye of the needle, and created the world's first sewing kit. This tiny invention allowed humans to do something no other animal on Earth could do: create tailored, form-fitting clothing. Instead of heavy blankets, humans could now sew custom sleeves, tailored pants, airtight hoods, and thick underwear. When clothing is stitched tightly together, it creates a personal microclimate. It traps a layer of warm air right next to your skin and completely blocks out the freezing wind. For the first time in history, humans could sew multi-layered waterproof leather boots, keeping their feet dry and warm in deep snow. The needle transformed humans from fragile tropical creatures into unstoppable winter survivors. Now, they could hunt for hours in sub-zero temperatures without losing their body heat. They could stay outside, migrate farther, and follow herds of animals across frozen landscapes. Anthropologists believe the needle is the exact reason humans were able to move into northern Siberia, one of the coldest places on Earth. From Siberia, groups of humans walked across the Brewing Land Bridge, moving safely into North America, and eventually populating South America. Interestingly, scientists believe our evolutionary cousins, the Neanderthals, never invented the eyed needle. They only wore loose capes. When the climate became brutally cold, Neanderthals struggled to survive, while modern humans flourished and expanded thanks entirely to their stitched clothes. Archaeologists have found these ancient needles all over Europe and Asia, perfectly preserved for tens of thousands of years. What is truly incredible is that the design of the needle has not changed at all. A needle used today in a high-tech factory has the exact same shape as the bone tool carved in a cave. Look at the clothes you are wearing right now. Every seam, pocket, and sleeve exists because of an idea that started in the ice and snow. We survived the harshest climate in human history, not because we grew fur, but because we invented a tiny tool to stitch our own. And now you know.